The old Irish Harper, he comes to me, he takes my hand. We walk by the sea. The old Irish Harper, he comes my way. We walk together from Dublin to Bray. He says, lift your feet, for that's what we need. We need dance, we need song, so keep playing strong. That's what your gift, that is how you must live, that is how it must be. It'll set us all free. The old Irish Harper, he comes to me, he takes my hands, he says we are free. The old Irish Harper, he comes my way, he holds my hand as we walk into Bray. He shows me the stars, the sun and the moon. He says, don't you fret, we'll meet again soon.
Good morning, good morning. It is day 393 of From Here to Jerusalem. So, yesterday evening, my body started to do weird things. Did I celebrate a year of no periods? Yesterday, they came back. And my body feels like it's been battered and bruised. Last week, like I was feeling some symptoms of a period. But I thought, sure, it's just spasms, like, we're a year in, it's done, I'm done, it's good. Apparently we're not good yet. And so today, there's a lot of climbing, there's a lot of going through hedges and stuff. So I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to take the road. And to my disappointment, I started seeing like lots of glass along the road. Now, we know there's lots of wildfires in the summers these days, especially in the hotter regions. What people need to realize is that the main cause for most wildfires are because of glass left in nature in hot areas. So what have I been seeing? Empty glass bottles. It is like heartbreaking. So this goes for everywhere in any country that has anything over 30 degrees. Don't be throwing your empty bottles out, like Turkey, Greece, anywhere. Like, just don't do it, because potentially you're a murderer. You're killing wildlife and humans. You're putting everything in danger just because you chuck your glass bottle out. Now, here we have, here I should be crossing the road and going. This, I'm not going to do it because I can't do it. Like, my body just won't. It's feeling really weak. I just want to get myself to Assos, so that's what I'm going to do. Look, FS bottle. Not good, like, not good. If it gets over 40-50 degrees here, it'll set fire to everything. Like, you can see it glisten in the sunlight. It is really dangerous. Like, why would you do that? It's really, really dangerous. Okay, well, obviously I'm just a grumpy old woman with a period, But it's really sad to see. Now, the other thing I've just seen is Kos. What is not Kos? Hear me, like Lesbos. So this is, I'm back in the border region with Greece. This is the road to Assos. I'm going to do tarmac. I really enjoyed the climbing and the walking yesterday, but it was hard. Now I know why it felt so hard as well and why it was going so slow. I just have to get through the today, and that is enough for me for now. Yeah, that's what I have to say. We're here, like Shani the Harp, Jerry the Stick, my good self. We're on our way to Jerusalem. We're in Turkey. It's a beautiful day, beautiful morning. It's around 9 o'clock. We've done a few kilometers. My legs feel like buckling. It's not really far, so I'm just gonna go slowly. And next village, hopefully there'll be some tea, some coffee. Like yesterday, I wasn't able to. Oh, hello there. Good morning. Yesterday, I really couldn't go on. Like, there was another place I could have stayed. I paid too much money for my bed. I couldn't argue. I just couldn't do it. I was going like, no, I can't. I can't. I just need to just sit down, sleep, rest. I had dinner in this new little place. Met some lovely people, played some music, and then fixed my bag, my new bag, which had ripped completely in the fight with the thorny bushes. But I fixed it, so there's me able to fix things after all. And here we go. I don't think I like tourism at all. Look at this, like glass everywhere. You can see it glisten, glass bottles. I'm really sad now. I'm feeling really sad again. Yeah, there's like, here lots of tourists from Istanbul come here. Lots of people have summer houses here. This is just bad, like. I'm sorry about that, like, that's just, I'm really sorry to see it. It's horrible. Okay, let me walk this out. Shawnee, are you okay? Okay, I'll carry you, don't worry. It'll be fine.
Don't forget to play harp, and don't close those green eyes. You've got to stay sharp. The old Irish Harper.
I should really learn to take my own advice. What am I like? There I go again. It looked better. Oh, what was I thinking? Sharp. You crazy woman.
He takes my hand and says you are free. The old Irish Harper, he cannot stay. He says his goodbyes in the centre of Bray. I follow the road from north to south, sing my songs as freely as if he were about. Never close my eyes, play my harp every day, 'cause I know when he comes, he'll come my way. The old Irish Harper, he'll come to me, he'll take my hand, we'll walk by the sea. The old Irish Harper, he'll come my way. We'll walk together forever and a day. We'll walk together from Dublin to Bray. We walk together forever and a day.
Time for lunch. Zetende, penig en smut. Or olives, cheese and summit. Type of Turkish breakfast bread. Now, so yesterday when I played in the restaurant, there was a family that came to eat as well. And the man, he was originally from Konya, which is where I'm going as well, which is the city of Mevlana Rumi, the swirling dervishes. But also the city of Nasret and Hoja. Nasret and Hoja is a really famous Hoja. And there's little parables, little stories about jokes. They call them jokes. Little children's books. Well worth looking at. My favorite story about him is when Nasret and Hoja goes to the neighbor and says, "May I borrow a pot, please?" And she goes, "Okay, here, pot for cooking." And the next day he comes and she says, "When will you come and bring it back?" He says, "Tomorrow, I'll be done with it tomorrow." And he knocks on the door, she opens the door, and he has a bigger pot. And she goes, "That's not my pot." And he says, "No, I know. She got pregnant." And he hands over the pot, and she goes, "Great, now I've got a bigger pot." 2 days later, he comes and he says, "May I borrow a pot, please, for cooking?" And she goes, "Okay." She thinks, "Great, maybe I'll get a bigger one this time." And he comes back the next day and he gives her 2 pots. The pot that she first gave to him and a smaller pot. She says, "What's this like? I only left you with 1 pot." He says, "What? Do you know? The pregnant pot had the baby." She goes, "Okay, great. Great." Next time he comes to borrow a pot, she goes, "Which pot do you want?" He says, "I need 2 pots, a big one and a small one." She gives him the pot. He goes away. And the next day he doesn't come. And the day after he doesn't come. And the day after that he doesn't come. And after a week she goes by and she says, "Nasret and Hoja, what's the story with my cooking pots?" And he says, "Oh, I didn't dare to come to your house. It's been terrible. They got infected with some illness. And when I was cooking, they died." Those are the stories of Nasret and Hoja. It's full of those types of stories. So, this guy, he said to me, he was a great grandson of Nasser and Huja. I said, well, that's amazing. So that was my story from last night. And the house I stayed in was really, really, really cute. Like, I do have to say, it was really, really cute. But it wasn't really a pension. It's more like a family house. You can stay up to 4 or 5 people in there, like, for sure. Oh, family. And this morning I left, it's warm now. It's about 23, 24 degrees. I had my first break. And yesterday, in the video, and this morning, I saw a lot of new houses. White little cubicles that all look really new. And the story is, like, I didn't know this, but I stopped to have a chat with a woman. And she said to me, I live here. And I said, they're really nice houses. And she said, they were built after the earthquake in response to the earthquake refugees, people who had ended up in the earthquake. And she had come from Istanbul to live in one of those houses. There's houses being built everywhere now as a response to the earthquake. I was just thinking, you know, they're like cubicles, one story, like what we call a bungalow style, really pretty basic. Why can't we do that in Ireland? Like, why can't we have like bungalow style small houses to alleviate like homelessness? Why does it have to be like big mansions and, you know, three bedroomed terraced houses? Like, if you've got water and electricity and there is a bus stop nearby, then really, yeah, sure, we all want to live in the centre of Dublin. We all want to live like in cute villages and stuff. But homelessness is homelessness. Why are we not providing housing? Basic housing, so that people actually have a place to start from. Just a thought, like. So I didn't take my own advice. I came off the road. I'm pretty nearby the road now. I stopped for tea in Bektash. It's the strangest chai bacha I've stopped in so far. 2 men were having kind of an unpleasant conversation, because of course, you know, we've got the political runoff, and a lot of these houses are being built here. Also, this morning, for the first time, or yesterday, I saw Lesbos. Lesbos is, of course, is the place where the refugee drama has really been playing out in the, you know, the past 7, 8, 9 years. There is a young Irishman being in front of the court in, I believe, in Greece. They're asking for like 21 years of jail because he got refugees out of the water. And on this side you see the back of the island, and on the other side, like, there is a natural harbour on the island. It actually made me again really emotional. But of course, I already said, like, I'm in that state. I'm emotional anyway at the moment. Like, it I looked it up on the map. Like, it's 6 kilometers away. It's like nothing. You could swim it. You could swim to the back of the island. And also, I had no reception, which means that because I learned my lesson the hard way, Vodafone has been charging me crazy money for being near EU borders, non-EU borders, and I have that SIM card turned off now, and so I had no reception because I was in Greek reception area. Could leave it on, then I just have my European SIM card. But it's really bizarre. My friend Kathy was there in I think 2016, 2017, cleaning up the beaches, helping people onto land and getting them dry and getting them into dry clothes, which is on the other side of the island, on the Izmir side. It's so close by, like, it's so close by. I walked all the way from home to this place where this drama unfolded. And I assume it's still ongoing. I'm not sure. Like, Mytilene is one of the refugees camps that really has like a really bad name, and it's overcrowded. They've had like uprisings in there, fights, and God knows what. And so I called her. Like, we had a bit of a chat, which was nice. And it also means that if I make it to Assos today, which I will, or at least I'll be on a campsite nearby there, because from here on out it's all going down. Yesterday I did all the climbing up to 350 meters. Today did a bit on the road, didn't like it, came off the road. Can you hear the road now? Yeah. Then I'll be under 2 weeks away from Izmir. Marcel was saying that he might fly out to Izmir. I'm now thinking that if I keep walking, I could make it to Efes, which is really close by Kusadasi. And Kusadasi, I know people. And from there I could go to Samos to re-enter Turkey from Greece to get my next 90 days. I will have had like a month and a half. I could then in principle do that again later on. Month and a half and something. Lots to think about. I was thinking, I've never been to Greece. From Izmir, you'd have to go to Lesbos. Lesbos is, of course, also the island where the Amazons came from, who I was talking about the other day. Plans. But Samos was smaller. It's also the island where my friend Kati used to live. So I might be able to meet up there with people she knows. Now the other thing, up here on this side, there's loads of goats and sheep. We saw some of those original like goat pens, circular stone buildings. The overgrazing is really bad. Like, I follow this guy on Twitter, on Dahi, who wrote a book about the Irish rainforest, and he talks about this, about the Irish like carrying stuff, and people go like, oh, it's beautiful, but it's you can see the erosion here as well. You can see the erosion on the ground. The turf is just breaking apart. It's really strange to see, and only like the prickly things. That's what happens. Is only the prickly things then survive. Are we getting a bit of rain? Maybe a bit of shadow. That's nice. A bit of cloud cover. So yeah, a lot to think about. The Nasrat and Hujah thing I really like. Like, I'm really glad I met the great grandson of Nasrat and Hujah, because I've known about Nasrat and Hujah since I was about 18 or something. I learned about him when I was 18. when I first tried to learn Turkish. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. So the sea is behind me. There's loads of new buildings. I realized that here, this is like all historical landscape, but they're just building new areas. And I was thinking, yeah, of course you have to be precious about your history. It should be preserved as well as you can. But you also really need to house people. Like they've had some really bad things happening here. Earthquakes. And I'm kind of glad to see that the response is to build houses. And quick, quick. The earthquake was in April, we're in May. Or March, the end of March. We're in May. And these houses are done, like a month and a half. Which means that people have the opportunity to try and go back to a normal life. And not maybe within the community. Like there's still shock and there's still, displacement and all those things. But kids can go back to school. People can go back to work. Go back to a regular life and try and work through the trauma. So I think that's really good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go eat and cry a little bit and then go on. I still have about 13 kilometers left over uneven ground. It will take me the rest of the afternoon. My body is sore. But I realize that it's nice to be on uneven ground, out of traffic. Okay, I gotta go now. Talk to you later. I'm on the old road to Assos. If St. Paul and those pilgrims walked here, maybe the surface was a little bit more even, but you won't be going as fast anytime. I don't even know how they would have done this with horses. I don't know, like... Anyway, it's cooled down a little bit. Got a great view. We'll be heading down pretty soon. And I've got 11 kilometers to go to the bottom of Assos. And I don't know if I'll make it or not. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Yeah, wow. It's beautiful, but crazy. Beautiful, but crazy. There we go. That's just incredible, like. Look at that, like. How will they get that in? They'll get it in. That's just amazing. Oh, they're moving it. What is it? Is it a seed or something? They're all bringing little bits in. Ants are incredible. Oh, hello there. Where are you going? Look, and I got little bits of... Are you helping as well? Ah, this is better than TV, like. Oh, creepy, creepy! I just met my first live snake, a big brown one, and I'm walking along looking for my glasses, and suddenly I hear like this panicky movement. I always look, and normally it's a lizard or a squirrel. Now it was a big brown thing. Ah! I've seen two live ones, so I went like, ah! And that made him go away. Like, they're scared of us, but I'm scared of them as well, because I don't know enough about snakes to know. Yeah, now everything I hear, I think, is a snake. Okay, the difficult hiking continues. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm going to make it. But I'm just going to keep going. I've got another litre of water. It's the heat is over. I'm okay. I'm okay. I still have a simmet. I still have some cheese. I still have some bread. I've done my first snake. What could possibly go wrong? All this kind of wild grain. It's really needly, really pricky. Every time I sit down, like I'm covered in it, and it pricks my legs and stuff. So it's all good, like it's good. I'm having fun. Snake. Oh, big brown thing, like big long brown thing going like, and I'm going like, ah, yeah. I don't think we're suited to each other. Okay. So pretty. So pretty.
Mellow the moonlight to shine is beginning. Close by the window, no hiding is spinning. Bend out a fire, her blind grandmother sitting is crooning and moaning and drowsily knitting. Merrily, cheerily, noiselessly.
And that is Lesbos. There behind those trees. Yeah. I walked all the way here. Ah, crazy. It's really pretty here, like. But I keep getting stuck because everything is low. There we go again. Now, good thing is about snakes, they like heat. So as long as there's shadow, I should be okay. Heat, I have to keep my eyes open. Okay, there we go. There we go. Up there, that is Assos. That I'm going to cross in front of, I think. So there's still a bit to go. It's really slow today. Now, and this is a winery here, which should have just closed. It's around 5. Been on the road since 8:30. Yeah, it's slow. It's slow, but it's good. It's good. I'm going. That's the main thing. I'm going.
The wheel spins the wheel while the foot's stirring, sprightly and lightly and merrily ringing, trills the sweet voice of the young maiden singing. I lean a cara, I hear someone tapping, Dusty ivy, dear mother, against a glass flapping.